Hey, 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 what's going on, everybody? This is Hunter. Hope you guys are having a wonderful day. Today, I'm going to take you on a tour of a pretty awesome couples travel trailer that's got enough room for the grandkids. This is the 2024 Funtime 290SK. Drop a comment. Let me know what you think. This is going to be a new line of travel trailers, and this should be the first video out there on the market. So I'm really curious on your feedback, what you think. I think it's a really functional floor plan, but maybe you got some ideas to make it a little bit better. All of the specifications, length, height, tank sizes, awning sizes, will be down in the description, and a link for the price the second I get it. But what a cool place to be recording videos. I am down a little bit of early access action for the Dallas-Fort Worth RV party, brought to you by Funtown RV. So pretty darn cool. They packed the entire Cowboy Stadium completely full of RVs. And I mean, talk about, for a guy who makes RV videos for a living, talk about a great place to be. I mean, hello, pretty darn nuts. But again, the 2024 Funtime 295SK, sorry, 295SK. The 290 I just did, it's a bunk model. And this is, you know, a couples coach. But man, right here, I love the flooring. I just think it looks really nice. The colors are pretty darn neutral, but dual opposing slides. You also got this really nice island right here. So not only is it big, but you got that gap to make it a little bit more functional. So instead of putting in, you know, a little bit more storage there, a little bit more kind of dead space is what it would be, you know, for me and my wife when they're traveling. They opened it up. You can use it as a desk. You can use it as a dining area. You know, maybe play some like, you know, Jim Rummy or something. Just have a really good time, you know, with that. I think that's a really nice feature to have. But right over here, you got your other slide, which is going to be your seating slide. You're going to notice in the fun times, the slide heights are going to be a little bit higher than most of your travel trailers. I am 6 feet tall, and this is above my ear. Usually they're about, you know, right here or so, just kind of headbangers in general. And this one, you're probably looking at about 5'9", 5'8", you know, somewhere around that range. So I really like that. The interior height is probably also, you know, around maybe 6'8" or so. I think that's probably about a foot. But what that's going to lead is you're going to have big windows. These two both open up for a really nice breeze. They do a really good job of blending a good deal, you know, a budget-friendly camper, but also some nice features. So you don't have the day and night shades, but you get really big windows, and these will still block out, you know, all of the sun there. So I like that trade-off. You're probably saving yourself, you know, a couple hundred, you know, just with that. You have the on-demand tankless hot water heater. You get the weather package, so added insulation into the floor and the ceiling over a lot of the competitors. A lot of good stuff going on with that. I also like the fact that they use a flush mount floor with the vinyl woven material as opposed to the carpet. But this is something that I'm a big fan of. Usually there's going to be theater seating right here. They went with 2 individual rockers. I absolutely love that. 2 individual, you know, recliners, I'm sorry, rather. But these are also going to be the quick recline, so they lay back really nice and flat. If I am sleeping in an RV and it's not going to be in a bed, I would prefer to sleep in those over, you know, a sofa. Even though this is, you know, going to be the more traditional spot, I think those are going to be a lot more comfortable than most of these pull-out sofas in the RV industry. So I really like to see that. Right back here, again, this does drop down, makes a great place for sleeping, but you also got shelves on both sides with windows all up and around that all open up for a good breeze. But you got a couple nooks, you know, put your book and whatnot. My wife would have that jam-packed. We're in the middle of Fourth Wing. If you guys haven't read it, please do. Drop a comment. Let me know what you think about that if you buy it at any point. But man, I got about 80 pages left. Pretty freaking nuts. It's kind of like a mix between, I would say, like Harry Potter and Game of Thrones. Pretty interesting for sure. Actually, before we get over here, I forgot to show you this. This is going to be your dinette. Oversized U-shaped dinette. This backer right here can be removed if you have like somebody that's got some like longer feet or something. Um, you know, they can just hang off the edge there. But this is going to be a really nice sized dinette. You got a little bit of storage here up underneath. But a great place to sit down, play some cards, you know, and have a little bit of breakfast with a view there. I just love that. I wish more RVs would do that right there. Now this slide out over here is going to be your, you know, your entertainment and your cooking slide. So you get a lot of storage. You got big features, a 10.7 cubic foot 12-volt refrigerator. You got a pretty nice sized TV here as well, which is always nice. But then you also get a 30-inch fireplace to keep you nice and roasty and toasty. And that fireplace will put out enough heat to heat up the entirety of this room, really no problem on a pretty darn chilly day. You also are prepped for the 4G LTE. So, you hit up like get a gateway installed and you're ready to rock. More people are using these for kind of home on the road, and that's a great way to do it. You're going to get a couple pull-out drawers. So you get 2 of these, and then right here, you're going to get 2 of these, with the bottom one being about twice the size. You're also going to have, I like how that goes up all the way through. So you got the backsplash, and it goes up through in between the counters. But I like that black glass insert. Babe, if you're watching, I love you. Pretty snazzy. You got yourself a microwave, a little hood with a light and a fan, 3 stovetop burner to whip up all the fixings. And then, of course, you got yourself a nice little oven for, DiGiorno or some pizzaroonies. Get yourself, your grub on for sure. Went to Kroger. If you guys are from the Midwest, I don't know where all Krogers are, but they had DiGiorno's on sale for $3.99. And in our house, it's a heck of a commodity. I don't know why I said that. Stainless steel undermounted bowl with the dual split sink. You also got the high-rise faucet. Hitting those dishes from all angles. Underneath here, you got some storage, access to your plumbing. You got a little cutting board top for here as well. And it's directly behind, or directly next to, the old refrigerator. Again, 10.7, 12 volts, so it'll run off the solar, whether you get solar panels installed up top, use solar on the side. You also got a battery that you can hook up and run through this, so when you're traveling, your stuff is staying nice and cool, but you also don't have propane, so it's going to be a little bit more safer. Definitely a heck of a lot more effective, that's for sure. And I even like this area. This would kind of turn into my junk space. I would maybe have like a Keurig or a blender if I'm getting funky down at the campground, just kind of all laid out. My wife would be yelling at me, put your keys in a certain spot. Bless her soul, though, because I'm always losing stuff, and she's right. We have a key hook. I don't seem to make it there. It drives her nuts. Sometimes I do it on purpose and lose my keys anyway. Shout out to my wife for letting me come down here. Pretty darn exciting, pretty darn cool. Spending a week recording RVs. This is going to be your control panel, so your slide controls, awning controls. You got another light right here, which I turned off for the video, but this is going to be a accent lighting in that blue. I think that would look really nice at night. Nice little ambient glow. Whether you want to come out for a midnight snack or just snuggle up with honey buns and, watch a movie down at the campground. Pretty cool little area. You're also going to get your fuse box. So if something isn't working, open that up. It should glow up nice and red for you and tell you what's not working so you can replace the fuse. Control for your heat and AC. This is also going to be your water heater, the same water heater that they use on those big 45-foot destination RVs. So it's a 60K on-demand tankless hot water heater. And then you got dual entry into your bathroom. You got a porcelain foot flush throne right in here. Enough room to kind of get by and through. I'm not a huge fan of the radius showers, but this is going to be one of the bigger ones. I'm 6 foot, 300 pounds. And this is just big enough to where I can take like a normal shower. Like I can spin around. I'm not exactly having a dance party in here, but at the same time, does that get me done size? The old bowling gun, baby. Toothbrush holder, love seeing that. You also have your sink. Bada bing, bada boom. And then this is going to be your bed. You got some storage there. Up underneath, you got a queen bed with probably room for a king if you wanted to. But you're also going to have counters on both sides. So your CPAP machines, your books, laptops, cell phones, whatever you want. You got plenty of space for it. Emergency exit, pull, push, and plop over here on the left. And a nice little regular viewing window over here on the right. On this left side too, by the way, this is going to be where it's a backer for the TV. So that way you can put a TV there. You also got the appropriate plugins. But on both sides of the bed, you got a little bit of hanging room. And you got a nice little shelf there too as well. Another AC. But drop a comment. Let me know what you think. This is a newer brand. A newer line of campers. I think they're going to do pretty darn well. I think the decor is looking good, and the features are nice. Again, it's the 2024 Funtime 295SK. Drop a comment, let me know what you think. In case you missed it the first time around, all the specifications, length, height, tank sizes, awning sizes will be down in the description of this video. You're going to notice it is a aluminum sided wood frame construction. So again, keeping down on cost, being a little bit more budget friendly for you, but you're still going to get things like your power tongue jacks. You don't have to worry about doing the hand crank. Dual propane bottles. You got one battery that's going to come with it, but you have room for a second battery here as well. Solar on the side with you can do up to 20 amps, and then your battery disconnect. So you can just flip that and shut everything off. You got the metal rock guard right here, and then you are going to get prep for a 3-camera safety system, which is definitely going to be out of the norm for travel trailers. So I really like seeing that. So basically you can get a camera here, one on the other side and one on the back. I would recommend at the very least getting one from the back, no matter which, if you're experienced, you know, or not. It's just a nice thing to have. The side ones, you can kind of judge that for yourself. The back one, for sure. You're going to get dual awnings, so big fan of that. So you're going to get a lot of shade here on the campsite. You also see, you know, it's got the LED lights underneath. You got places to plug in your TV along with the cable. You got power tongue jack or power stabilizing jacks that you can lower down, you know, with the click of a button, the old extend and retract. You also get the heated and enclosed underbelly, so that's going to be part of that weather package there that you get. These steps, they flip up into the doorway. They're going to be a little bit more solid, a little bit more secure than those flimsy 3 steps. Dual axle on this unit. There's going to be your rear stab jacks. And then heading up the back, you see you got your bumper with your spare tire. You also got this black bar right here, which is going to be Lippert on-the-go ladder. You can purchase that, get on top of your roof. You know, check your seals, check your slides. You can install, you know, slide topper if you would like as well. Slide topper is going to be basically an awning that attaches, or it's a piece of canvas that goes from here to here and prevents debris from falling on top of your unit, you know, stopping leaks, you know, and all that good stuff. That's going to be where that rear observation camera would go as well. Cable and satellite hookup. You're also going to have your plug-in right here. So when you hook it up, this is going to be the 50 amp because it does have the dual ACs. Here's going to be your gray and black tank dump. And then you have your city water connection, and then your black tank flush, which is going to be a sprinkler system there for your poop tank, along with an outdoor shower. So if you got to, you know, clean some fish or wash the dogs off or anything like that, you got it right here. You know, spray down the least favorite grandkid or something. It's really not overly heavy too. I mean, unloaded vehicle weight, 7,560. That's not too terrible for what all you're getting. But all right, guys. Again, this is the 2024 Funtime 295SK. My name is Hunter. Hope to see you next time. See you.